Like if someone's advertising a webinar, you got to wonder if they're up on technology.
Um, I tried to sit through a Leanscaper webinar last winter.
I
Is
think
that
I
what
was
they
on that
had?
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I try and make jokes in the f little chat just to keep things alive because otherwise, I can't, man. Maybe everybody is way more serious than I am, but I just can't sit through that. Not because it was a Leanscaper thing, just any of them. I can't sit through a Techo showcase. I can't sit through anything where I'm required to learn anymore.
Do
My
you
little brain is full.
do you think there's a valid argument that if you, in order to be successful in business, like in order to run a successful business, you need programs, coaches, webinars, softwares, if budgeting, if you need all that stuff to run a business successfully, is there not an argument that maybe you should just be a fucking employee?
Ooh,
Like if it
that's a
takes,
hot
if you're,
take.
well, I'm just saying, like if you, like, some people just aren't born to do some things. You're just not born for it. It's not your DNA. Like my DNA is not to play pro lacrosse. It's not my DNA. It's not my DNA to be an accountant. It's not my DNA to be like a million jobs. So, like, if you have to work that hard at being a successful business owner, if it takes that much time and effort, maybe you just weren't destined to own a business.
No, I think everybody wants to tip the odds in their favor, and by having all that stuff, those are just resources, right? Some of us are
It seems like a
savants
lot of,
to business,
or what?
savants. Like, there's no reason that we should be operating the way we do successfully, and we're still successful people. But I wouldn't say that's normal for the majority of people. So using things like software and webinars and podcasts and all this shit, I can see where
I'm glad no one uses this podcast for any kind of advice.
well, everyone uses software in their business. Some sort, yeah. Well, email is a software, right?
Well,
I
yeah.
hate with email. It's
Like
just
scheduling and time tracking and
it.
whenever
Bookkeeping.
I see so much of this shit in my feed, my like social feeds, that I'm starting to like feel like people who are obsessively doing all this stuff, like going to every event, going to everything, go jumping onto whatever the new program of the day is or whatever. Like this, we're all going to do this year. We're all going to do that this year. Everyone's got to do this. This is what we all. If you're not doing this, you can't be successful. If you're not like, I almost feel like those people to me are just anyone who's participating in that world is just reeks of desperation. Like they just absolutely reek of desperation.
Maybe
What
they
type
want.
of desperation? Like desperate for what? Desperate to be naturally talented at owning a business. They're like people that are like 40 years old, still playing in the fucking in Europe, thinking they're going to make the NHL.
So
And it's
like
just not going to happen for
appearances,
you.
desperate for like the appearance that
No,
they're.
desperate to be successful.
I see.
I think that there's, I think that probably 5% of these people who take all of these courses and do all this shit are probably successful. The other 95% are the 40-year-old playing in Europe, still thinking they're going to make the fucking NHL if they just spend another $10,000 on fucking figure skating lessons.
But you can't blame them for trying, because what's the alternative? You're a 50-year-old landscaper still slamming patios
I
on
don't
your
know.
own with two other guys.
I
Like, if
think
no
most
one's
people start out that way, anyways, like working in the field and they don't know the business side of things and they want to. I, I think everyone's two points here. Everyone's allowed to do whatever they want. They don't do what I want. If you want to vaporize $40,000 a year in programs and training courses to believe that's going to make you a better business owner when you were never born to be a business owner. The people collecting the 40 grand are never going to tell you that you weren't born for this. You just aren't born for it. You're not born for the stress. You're not born for the decision making. You're not born for it. The people collecting the 40 grand from you in a variety of other ways are never going to say it to you because their business, they weren't good enough at landscaping businesses to either keep them or to fucking run them efficiently. So what they did was convince you to pay them to teach you how to do what they couldn't do.
What if they still have their landscaping business?
How successful is it without their coaching and their fucking social media presence and all their other shit? Anyone that's on social media fucking pumping up their fucking business and you got to take this course and that course, look at how successful they were before they were on social media. And then wonder how much of that fucking money that they have now is social media money, sponsorships, fucking all that other shit. Because that's what I'm saying about them. Again, if you want to take all these courses and do all this shit, more power to you. I think that's amazing. I hope it works out great for you. I hope you're part of the 1% club that fucking actually gets anything out of it. That's why I'm just so tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Like, just, you know what?
It
Instead of,
doesn't change my life at all when people are out taking courses and stuff. Maybe
it
for
doesn't,
the odd one, it might make my life worse if they end up doing really great at them and bidding against me.
I don't think it makes, I guess, yeah, that's a fair point too. Maybe maybe I need to change my algorithm on my social media feed.
Yeah, I don't get so many things about courses and all that
Oh,
stuff.
fuck, every second thing in my feed is some talking head. Hi.
There's a specific video that starts out like that.
Yeah, I get that video too. But I mean, maybe it really would make you a better business owner. Like I already think I'm a good business owner. Maybe I'm
I don't
not.
think
I think I'm okay, you know. I think we're doing okay. Could I be better? Sure. I'm sure we
I
could.
don't I don't think I'm a very good business owner. I think I'm just doing this because it's like something that happened to me. I don't think I'm very good at it, but I know I'm smart enough not to waste 40 grand trying to be good at it. And that
How
makes me
much wait,
happy.
how much would you waste trying to be good?
Zero.
Zero? You're set in your way.
Well, I don't
Nothing
know.
can change
Like,
you. It's like
what?
a tilt rotator, right? You can't, maybe a tilt rotator makes you much more efficient. Maybe these courses make you much more efficient.
I don't have a tilt rotator either. So
Well, see, so because you're so close-minded about it, how are
I'm
you
not saying
going to,
I never said I was right. I said from the beginning, everybody's welcome to have their own opinion, and mine could be wrong, and that's
well, I'm
okay.
just playing devil's advocate, right? Because me with a tilt rotator can outperform you without one, right? Maybe me
In your
with a course.
mind,
I'm not, no, it's not,
I'll let's build a wall. You take the tilt rotator, I'll build. I've been doing it for 30 years. I was doing it when you were in fucking kindergarten without a tilt rotator.
yes, I understand that, but now that it's here,
Yes,
can't make it disappear anymore.
it gave you the ability to be as good at me as good as me because you have an extra tool
Better
and
than you.
you didn't put in the time. Well, you assume you're better.
This is going to be a great
You don't know
podcast
you're
or
better.
video that we can make
I'm
here.
positive.
PK versus the Landscape Daddy. Tilt
Well,
rotator
you
versus none.
believe with your $40,000 toy that you're better than me and my experience. I don't, but
I'm
that's an
not talking
opinion.
about your experience. If we had to dig a pool or something, yeah, I'll beat you on the pool dig, right?
Maybe
Mm, positive.
I've dug a lot of pools, man.
You dig it all from one spot. You don't have to relocate the shovel and
If you
everything.
started digging pools today and kept digging them for the next 3 years, you wouldn't catch up to how many pools I've dug. So I'm
You'd
just
probably be
saying,
still on the first one, and I'd be 40.
maybe. Yeah, that could be true. It could be true. But the people I know that dig the most pools, the old guys, they would never have a tilt rotator on their fucking machines because they're talented and they've learned it and they don't need that
Look,
tool.
I lived in a time without tilt rotators, right? I've been there. It's not like I came up.
So now that you need them and I don't, do you ever ask yourself that maybe I was just always a little bit better than you?
Um, maybe you are a better shovel operator than me, but
It's possible.
I can use a till rotator. I can dig the pool and then clean up with the broom on the till rotator after. Can't tell me you're gonna do the same?
I can dig the pool and don't need to clean up because I'm
Oh,
so
you
good.
yeah.
I can dig it without making a mess. I'm glad that you and your tilt rotator make a big enough mess that you need to buy yet another attachment to clean up when I can dig it without having to clean up.
The point is that you're denying all these other avenues to make yourself better.
Well, that is based on my own self-hatred, so I'll give you that point.
So you're doomed from the start if you're not even willing to entertain these other things, right? Like I'm with you on some stuff. I'm not a software guy, right? I have already said I can't do webinars and stuff like that, but my line I think is a little more flexible than yours.
I agree with that.
So
I
I'm at
just think
least,
that I just think that I've grown my business bigger in 6 years than a lot of these fucking people have grown their business in 20 without any of that fucking shit.
and I will say that both you and I are exceptional business owners.
Well, I don't think I'm good
This
at it
is
either.
this is well, you're obviously better than you give yourself credit for if you can manage a $5 million company.
Well, we don't do 5 million, so we'll find out.
$4 million, dollar,
Maybe at 5 million, I'll be
$4
fucking
million dollar
broke.
company, whatever. It's
Maybe 4 or 5 next year. Maybe depends on the fucking economy is.